Hey there, YouTube. It's Chris here with another update on the switches and the lightning storm that we got going. As you could tell, the lightning going off. I've got the lights in over there. I got to get some more material for my clouds to put in there, and then that will be complete. As you can see, I've got this switchboard lit up, this one lit up, and now I just put this one in. It is not complete, and I'm sorry for the glare. It's not that bright in person, but it is on TV. So what I'm doing is getting all my turnouts set up to be wired in. I just wanted to make sure the lights were working and all that. I ran out of solder, so I got to go back to the store today, get more paint, more materials to finish the clouds and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to do is finish pretty much all the wiring on the top level. I do have my ballast, so we can finish all this up here. I have the black stuff for the coal mine. I still got to trim that, and I'll be able to get all this scenery back here done, and the switches will be working. I still haven't figured out the latch key with the red LED. I do have red LEDs in here. Let's take you down here to this switchboard. As you can tell, it's working. So I got to get these three wired up here before I put the scenery in. This one's missing a wire. This is a number 4. This one's a number 4 back here, and then that one's going to get replaced on the end, so I'll get it wired into these 3 switches here. Again, like I said, I need more solder so I can put the switches in here, get this board working. All this other stuff works. As you can tell, I can turn my lights off and on. And then what I want to do is repaint all this around the edge. I'm going to tape this off, and I want it to be matte because it's so shiny here. I want the edges where you see where I painted off, I want these to all be black all the way down here, all the way around, and I'll do it on the other 4. I still need to get, while I'm at the store, pick up maybe some black button head screws so they don't pull in so hard, because these are wedged and it pulls that in tight. So yeah, that's a quick update. Lightning storm has turned out pretty good. Clouds are looking good. I just want to finish up all this stuff here, and we're definitely on our way to completing the top section, and then we're gonna really dive into that helix. I finished this little concrete seam. I ended up putting a little bit of the scenery on here on purpose because this is like a non-manicured area, you know, like it would be with the main lines. So I got to finish that up. I definitely have to put feeders on this guy right here. That's why I didn't finish that. I still have several feeders to finish over here, but I haven't focused on the bottom so much. This is just kind of one of those whims. I just like, let me give that a shot and do that. I wanted more than anything to get all the lightning done and all that, and then, like I said, we'll work on the helix, and let me take you over there and show you what I got. Okay, on the helix here, so I'm gonna run a single double track right down through here. I'm gonna start on that end of the track and work my way out, because I want to make sure everything is the right length. I don't want to start here and then try to add in and all that. So we'll start on that end of the layout. We'll bring this up, and then I'll work through the curves. And like I said, we'll do a single straight that is got the double. It's a double track, so you got one in, one out, and for the top. And then we will work our way, apologize for the lightning storm. We'll work our way around this, and I got my L brackets. I got plenty of those. We're gonna put them in. I'm gonna start from where this foam starts, right back in that corner, and then I'm gonna go put it at 2% grade here and work my way around until I get, and I actually have my digital angle finder or percent finder here, and I will go around putting the brackets in as we go. Before I do any of that though, I'm going to disassemble this whole thing, take and extend this board, go cut a new board to come up just to there, and the same for this one. And then as I go, I'm going to have to test this track. I'm going to drop some feeders in on the tracks here to make sure I have enough power to go up, and I actually put feeders up on this end too to make sure there's enough power going all the way through. And if I got to add in one here and there, no big deal. But I want to test this as I go and make sure, number one, that the train isn't making contact with like these 2x4s. I may end up having to widen this whole thing out. I don't really know. But then I can put the angle in on the L bracket and then use some liquid nails to glue that to those L brackets. And then what I'm going to do is just work my way around and keep that 2 to 2.5 inch spacing in between there. I'd like to try 2.5. It's at 2 now. It should clear everything just fine. I don't run really tall cars or anything like that. So even with the big boy, from the, let's see, top of the pink foam to the top of the big boy is only 1.5 inches. So that gives me a 1/2 inch of space clearance in there. And that is the tallest thing that I have. I don't plan on running anything. I need to get some moguls, so maybe I need to make sure that's up 2.5. But like I said, we'll run this little by little, and I'll build it back up slowly until I can get to this where I can level this out and connect this to the top. But that's a whole nother series of videos. That's going to be a tall order. I've never built a helix before, but I'm not afraid to try. So if you guys are liking the channel, like the updates and all that stuff, please like, share, subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you on the next video.